can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Hi viewers, welcome to PagePedia Videography Challenge, Immortality Within Reach. I'm Shurema Abiodun. It is with the utmost humility and sincerity that I present to you His Imperial Majesty, Paramount Ruler, OONI Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi Ojaja II, as a living testament and recollection of history in the making in our generation. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Please, could you introduce yourself to the world?
My name is OONI Adeyeye Enitan Babatunde Ogunwusi, the OONI of IFE, Ojaja II. And my background as a prince, I'm a real estate developer. My secular background is accounting. I'm an accountant. And to the glory of God, today, I'm a monarch. And my major focus is youth emancipation and peaceful coexistence in Ile-Ife, in Osun State, in Nigeria as a whole, and above all, the general Africa and the entire black race. For me to champion unity and peaceful coexistence within the entire black race.
So, sir, can you tell us more about your educational background, your childhood, the world would like to know?
Like I said, I'm an accountant. I studied accountancy in Polytechnic Ibadan. I went for my youth service in 1995-96. I started my professional career with the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. But I caught a very good niche at some point, either to go through the route of becoming an auditor and practice as a chartered accountant, or to have a well set up business venture. Decided to choose the route of going into business at a very early stage. I became an entrepreneur. I started from petty trading, and I did it on a very large scale in the course of my career as a merchant. I carved out a very good niche for myself in commodity trading and all the basic household needs and household materials. I did it on a very large scale in Ibadan, and I went to Lagos as well, in Ido market to be specific, and in Agbini market. I did a lot of distribution for the likes of Dangote Group, the likes of Stallion Group, the likes of Olam International. At some point, I decided to train myself further. I went into several training and courses, both locally and abroad, to train to be an expert in EPC. I did quite a lot of that when I switched from a merchant to become a real estate developer and an industrialist. At that point, I represented a group called Association for International Business. We're in over 200 countries of the world. This gave me a lot of exposure to so many countries for exchange programs, for bilateral business relationships. That gave me a very good lead to bring in Jebel Ali Free Trade Zone to Nigeria, and to improve a very strong trade relationship between Nigeria and United Arab Emirates, and the same for a lot of American businesses that were set up in Nigeria, and so many other businesses from the Middle East, Europe, North America, and South America. And today, I am still actively involved in real estate development and setting up industries. I did quite a lot in Lagos in terms of building cities and turning around remote places and turning them to cities. I set up and built a resort in a remote jungle in Lagos on a 400-hectare land. It's an island. It's none of its kind in Nigeria. I moved more than 10,000 youths to work on the island. And today is one of the iconic developments in Lagos and Nigeria as a whole.
Fantastic. So, as the OONI of IFE, how do you spend most of the time?
Most of my time now is spent on helping people. Social work, social services. I'm majorly at peace right now because I'm a lover of human beings. I've invested all my life in empowering human beings. The course of my career, I belong to a labor-intensive industry, so that has actually helped and prepared me before I got to the throne. So every day of my life, just to encourage youth, to empower people. That's what I do.
So, Your Majesty, is this where you thought you would be in life, looking at how far you've come?
Well, it was predicted, according to my parents. I wasn't born then, but I was predicted that a child would be born into this family with a specific date, a Thursday, and a specific time, 1 p.m., that it's going to be a very great child and will make a very positive impact in life. My parents had the first child, it didn't happen. The second child, it didn't happen. The third, it didn't happen. The fourth, it didn't happen. And to the glory of God, they had me. I'm the fifth child of my parents. And I was born exactly Thursday and exactly 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So that actually gave some good insight to my parents. They gave me the name Enito, a child of story, a child of mystery. And my grandfather gave me the name Adeyeoye, the crown befits the king. And immediately I was born, my maternal grandfather left this world. They gave me the name Babatunde. And all along my life, God has been guiding me. The King of Kings actually has been guiding me and protecting me for this ultimate clarion call. So, eventually, he called me.
Very impressive. So, Your Majesty, what are you most proud of?
I am very proud that I'm a black man. I'm very proud of my culture and heritage. Yet, we don't appreciate it. But we are very loved by God because we are the first. Everything started from us. Civilization, democracy, kingship system, everything started from the black race. So I'm very proud that I'm a black man. And I'll forever be proud to be a black man.
So how do you balance fame, work, and family together?
It has to be properly balanced. fame can be designed and defined in a way. If it does not get to you, you're still God's creation. God created you. So fame is something that you acquire. If you don't spin it well, it will get to your head, it will affect other things. See it as a blessing to everybody. Put selflessness first. Don't let the fame get to your head. Then it will create time for you to do other things, family matters and work-related issues, so that you can balance everything appropriately. So it's pretty much important to balance the three. And I'm doing my very best to balance the three.
Okay. So, sir, if you could do it all over again, what would you have done differently?
If I could do it all over again, I would have started earlier preaching where we came from. As a typical black man, we should go back to our source, our root. Nobody will come and help us. We will help ourselves. God, the King of Kings, has given us everything. Everything in this world, we have it. Everything started from us. I will have been a major advocate of emancipation, of good life for black men. And I will continue to preach it, but I would have loved to start earlier. Because even in the Western world, it's been confirmed that indeed everything started from us. So we need to know, we need to let the next generation and the future generation come in to know that good things can indeed come out of black people. We should stop condemning ourselves. We should stop condemning things we stand for and our values. We should propagate and project the positive side of us. Nobody is perfect, but it's important for us to know the good side of we the blacks.
So, sir, as a decision maker, how do you keep your feelings from clouding your decision making?
It's important when you find yourself in this sensitive position. Don't put feelings first. Put objectivity first. If you put feelings, it's always a problem. It will becloud your judgment. So it has always been a mantra for me. Be very objective. Apply sense of right and wrong in everything you do. Once you apply that, everything will be fine. So I don't bring feelings at all.
So, sir, in the spirit of PagePedia Videography Challenge, I need you to challenge 3 or more people that you look up to, or people you see as a source of inspiration that can share their success story that will impact into the younger generation's life positively. I need you to challenge them to come on these platforms, and the Videography Challenge and the Barrack Challenge. So,
for me, I will first of all challenge President Barack Obama. He's a black man. He needs to share his success story, especially with the black people, that nothing is fundamentally wrong with us. Something right can come out of black people.
Fantastic.
I will challenge our former president, Obasanjo, to come on this platform to share the elderly wisdom for the youth and how things can be done appropriately. On the business side, the entrepreneurial side, I'll challenge 2 people. I'll challenge Aliko Dangote, whom I have tremendous respect for, and I know him, to keep challenging the young generation. And I will also challenge Mrs. Alakija for them to tell their story, how God has blessed them, how the King of Kings has blessed them, and encourage the next generation. For her, most especially, women empowerment.
Thank you very much, sir. So what was advice you have for the younger generation, the older generation, people looking up to you as a source of inspiration?
My advice is, let us keep looking inwardly for good sides, for the positive sides, not for us to look at the negative side of things. Let us work together in peace and harmony. Let us work together in unity. In unity, there's a lot of force behind that. Let us see how we can develop our own. No outsider will come and develop your own for you. To my younger generation, I will implore them to come up with novel ideas. Let them pioneer good things. It's only when you pioneer things that you can make a very positive impact in life. Come together to pioneer very great things, great ideas that will be impactful, that will add value to all and sundry. For the older generation, let them give room for the younger ones to come up in terms of ideas and contribution. Nobody knows it all. Yet, and yes, they've been there, but they cannot know it all. They need to encourage the younger ones to grow. And God will continue to be with all of us.
Thank you very much, Your Majesty. You heard it all from His Imperial Majesty, Paramount Ruler, a man of impeccable character. Watch more videos on PagePedia.com. Thank you very much. God bless you.